Your presentation of the OSA 4A On Point Community Credit Union Boys Basketball Playoff will begin shortly at 5:30. Once again, the broadcast of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Playoff will begin shortly at 5:30. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody to this presentation of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball State Playoffs, presented in part by Klamath Falls Subaru. I'm Josh Eldridge, along with me is Dick North, and we are coming to you live from Pell Court on the campus of Klamath Union High School. Tonight's first round contest features your Klamath Union Pelicans and the Cascade Cougars. Tonight is Klamath Union's 102nd playoff game in school history, as KU is 55-46 all-time in playoff games. Of course, they look to lock up their first state tournament berth tonight since 1984, and their last appearance before tonight coming in 2010. As this year's edition of the Pelicans has been led by a staunch group of seniors, a staunch group of juniors, a couple of key seniors as well, finishing with a league record of 7-3, runner-up in the Skyline Conference. It's been a great year for Klamath Union so far. Dick, they started out really strongly, winning 4 of their first 5 in league play. We thought they might have kept that rolling. Might have fallen back just a little bit in the second half, but still locking up that second spot in the Skyline Conference has been really great for this team so far.
It's good. It's been a fun year to watch. The kids have been playing really hard. They play really aggressively on defense. They're kind of sketchy sometimes on offense, but that can be overcome by playing good defense. Tonight's game should be a fun one to watch. I think Cascade's ranked, 10th, and
10th,
KU's
yep.
ranked 8th?
7th.
Or 7th, okay. So, yeah, we were watching the shoot-around a little while ago, and, the kids from Cascade can knock it in from outside pretty well. But I was watching KU, and they look pretty hot tonight, too. So, should be a fun game to watch. I'm excited for it.
You mentioned Cascade's ranking, which is one I wanted to bring up next. The closest team we've played in the realm is Henley, and we split with them. So we know that KU can rise to the occasion. It's just a matter of if they're able to tonight. We definitely don't want to see the performances like we've seen at Phoenix before and things like that. We want to make sure that we rise to the occasion tonight, and if we will, there's not a whole lot that can stop us.
That's true. Henley is a good team. KU beat them at their home court, and Henley returned the favor to us. The key for KU is going to be some consistency on offense tonight. We need a good game from Arvizu, a good game from Holmes, and a good game from Cook. Cook's been beat up pretty badly. He fights underneath, and that's a good thing. He doesn't give up it very much offensively. He works really hard defensively and gets a lot of boards. But I think the key to this game is going to be Holmes and Arvizu. If they can knock down some shots from the outside early on, it's going to open it up inside for Cook, and it should be a good game if that happens.
And winning 3 out of their last 4 going into the last part of the season, hopefully feeling confident and ready to go tonight.
They should be. The kids look like they're excited to be playing. That's a good thing. I'm sure the coach, Coach Case is excited to be here. And it's good that we have home court advantage. There's not an awful lot of crowd. The student section is starting to fill up pretty good tonight, but don't see a lot of parents here yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Hopefully it'll change. And for our challengers this evening, the Cascade Cougars, solid campaign for them as well, as Cascade finished 8-4 and 17-7 in the Oregon West Conference. They're battle-tested, though, a very tough conference in the Oregon West, featuring Philomath, they're the number 2 team in the state, and number 6 Woodburn coming out of that conference as well. And it will definitely be a challenge for the Pels tonight, but I think they're up for it. When we continue, we'll visit with Coach Case in the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Coaches Corner. We'll take a look at the brackets and, of course, starting lineups and tip-off coming up. You're listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Basketball State Playoffs presented by Klamath Falls Subaru on 104.3 and 960 Sports with live HD video on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, the retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
So my very fondest memory at an Abby's came in high school after we won a state championship in basketball, a moment we'll never forget. The very first thing we did, celebrated across the street at Abby's. And for us to just enjoy and savor the season and what we accomplished there, and that pizza became synonymous with this championship memory. So it's great to have some of those just foundational, traditional spots that we can all go to and enjoy a great time.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
It's time now for the Coach's Corner with head coach Ed Case. The Coach's Corner is brought to you by Harbor Isle Tennis and Fitness Club. Now, Josh Eldridge and Coach Ed Case.
I knew we were going to be pretty decent coming into the year. We had a pretty decent summer league, and we had a good camp, and so I knew we had a pretty decent nucleus returning with our two seniors. But it's been a really pleasant surprise on the junior class, how they stepped up, and right now they're kind of key to our success. So, oh, exactly. We have four teams in the Sweet 16 out of our conference. So, yeah, nothing was given the whole season. You had to show up and you had to execute, or you'd get beat. You know, that we proved that a couple times. You know, we kind of didn't execute and we lost. So, yeah, it's just really good coming out of a competitive conference. Well, we you know, as you know, we started the season with Darius at the point guard, and he did really well. The strategy behind that was just kind of helping him develop his skill set, having the ball. Generally, he's played off the ball, and so adding that skill set early in the season, I think hopefully that's going to help us down the stretch. It actually helped us the second half of the season. He played a lot more free, and he was able to score a little at a better click than he did when he was playing the point guard. Adding Garrett to the point guard, he played there in the summertime. He's just a smart basketball player. He had a really nice assist to turnover ratio. So I was very happy with how he's kind of stepped into the role, and he's long. He's able to see over a lot of the guards that we played. They're generally smaller, so strategically it was kind of we thought it would be a better move for us. Well, we always try to keep the kids off looking at the polls and the rankings, and because in the past it kind of, I think looking at the polls and rankings all the time messes with young kids' minds. So the coaching staff, we've paid pretty close attention to it. And it just with the way the 4A ranking system plays out, we knew kind of where we needed to be in order to have a potential home game, so we pretty much stayed to script with them. Well, I think anytime you don't have to travel for a playoff game, it's a huge benefit. You know, the kids are going to sleep in their own beds and go through their same pregame routines. So that's a plus for us. And you know, as you know, Pell Court gets pretty loud and rowdy, and I think that helps the kids.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
You have reached your destination.
The all-new Subaru Outback. Dog tested, dog approved.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Get in shape at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. Harbor has everything you need to shed pounds with state-of-the-art fitness equipment, 4 pickleball courts, tennis courts, and expert trainers to help you reach your goals. They also have more than 35 exercise classes per week to select from, including body pump, high fitness, and spinning classes to make losing weight fun. Sign up for 1 or 2 years now and have no payments until January. Get fit at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. It's the place to be. 884-3300.
Well, one thing that the coaching staff, we talk a lot. Accountability is something that we really preach. And if we hold them accountable, pretty soon they start holding each other accountable. So I think just the coaching staff being on the same page and the kids just kind of buying into that. We always talk about just play with, have respect for the game. I guess that's what we are. We really try to push that on the kids, is just to, play respectfully, win, lose, or draw, do it respectfully. So that's kind of how I do things. Well, you can never, in a tough game or when something's on the line, it's going to be harder to have your buddy kind of getting on you, having your buddy try to direct you. So yeah, you have to do that. I learned that from Coach Miles. Before my first coaching gig, I called Coach Miles. I've known him for a long time, and that was the number one thing. He told me, and I've held true to that for 20 some years now. So. Well, what we're going to try to do strategy-wise is we're going to stretch the floor and we're going to make the big guy run up and down the floor. That's kind of the strategy we're going to use. Offensively, we'll try to pull him away from the basket, and because Jacob, he's a lot better away from the basket. So if we can pull the 6'8" away from the basket, that'll help us a lot with our penetration and our overall offense. So they can shoot the ball. All 3 of their guards, they can flat out shoot it. The 6'4" point guard, everything goes through him, and they like to do a lot of dribble handoff stuff, and they'll run some pick and rolls, and they run kind of a modern type looking offense where they're always looking for their jumpers, and they like to penetrate and kick. So. Which we've seen in our conference, that you're exactly right. Phoenix, they play similarly to Phoenix. So since we've seen that, Phoenix has the big 6'4" Hutzel who played kind of like a point forward for them. So we have a little bit of experience with that. So hopefully that helps us out tomorrow.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between. We keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
So my very fondest memory at an Abby's came in high school after we won a state championship in basketball, a moment we'll never forget. The very first thing we did, celebrated across the street at Abby's. And for us to just enjoy and savor the season and what we accomplished there, and that pizza became synonymous with this championship memory. It's great to have some of those just foundational, traditional spots that we can all go to and enjoy a great time.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Welcome back. You've got live coverage of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball Playoff live right here on 104.3 and 960 Sports, and also live video on mybasin.com thanks to Klamath Falls Subaru. Tonight we are on the campus of Klamath Union High School at Pell Court. You walk in, you're greeted by a lot of history here at Klamath Union High School. Great teams back in the 60s. As Klamath Union, you can look back some of their playoff history. Again, 102nd playoff game tonight. Champions in 1961 and 65. And great names as you walk in, like the legendary Mike Keck, played 3 sports here at Klamath Union. Football, retired jersey, I believe, number 40, and basketball, retired number 14. And part of some of the great teams, again, playing Medford here at Pell Court, winning 66-44 in 1961, and also 2 more championships before then in the 40s and 50s. And you know, I noticed an interesting stat as we look forward to the playoffs tonight. Klamath Union, their first playoff appearance in 1932. Between 1932 and 1988, Klamath Union missed the playoffs just 27 times. And since then, since 1988, they have missed it 29 times. Which is, I mean, their last playoff appearance in 2010, a loss at Wilsonville, 51-46, but hoping to bounce back tonight, make a little bit of history like we've been hoping for the past little while, hoping to book their first state championship tournament appearance since 1984. Would be a lot of fun tonight.
Hopefully they're up for the occasion. They play really well tonight. You know, the kids are shooting around out here as we're talking, and they look like they're ready to go. They're all, they're really relaxed and loose, and they're knocking down a bunch of threes. And this should be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it. I think these teams are fairly evenly matched. You know, Cascade is ranked 10th, KU is ranked 7th. Their overall records are about the same. I think Cascade was 18 and 6. KU is 17 and 7.
Yep.
So it's pretty evenly matched. So should be a good night.
Well, Klamath Union this season finishing runner-up in the Skyline Conference, 7-3 in league play, 17-7 overall. They finished right behind Henley, who, as a matter of fact, had their first playoff game earlier this afternoon, right in town, beating Baker 64-52, and they have advanced to the state tournament. But we will talk about the brackets in just a little bit. Behind Klamath Union is Phoenix. They are 6-4 in league play. They finished up 14-10 overall. Phoenix also has a playoff game, and they're going to get started at Philomath here in just a little bit as well. Hidden Valley right behind them, 5-5, 14-10 overall. The Mustangs also have got a playoff game this evening, and we'll talk about that again in just a little bit. North Valley and Mazama rounding out the list for the Skyline Conference. And taking a look at Cascade, mentioned they are battle-tested coming out of the Oregon West Conference, finishing 10th in the state, 8-4 in league play, 18-6 overall behind number 2 Philomath, 10-2, 19-4 for the Warriors, who again play Phoenix tonight here in just a little bit. Behind them is number 6 Woodburn, who has advanced to the state tournament as well. They finished 8-4 in league play, 17-7 overall. So they have booked their ticket to Forest Grove High School. We'll talk about that in a bit. Missing the playoffs from the Oregon West Conference is Staten, Sweet Home, Newport, and Sisters, who Klamath Union actually beat earlier this year. So a shared opponent there. Sisters finishing 0-12, so losing to Cascade twice. But we get a chance now to look at the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball State Championship bracket. It's again coverage tonight of Klamath Union and Cascade. The winner here will play the winner of Philomath and Phoenix, and they will be seeded into the D game at the bracket, which means they will play 8-15 at Forest Grove High School. The winner here will meet the winner of Philomath and Phoenix. Other teams that have already booked their ticket, Woodburn has found themselves in the C bracket. At least that's how we have it so far. They beat Marshfield 67-63. That was last night. And Henley today, just a little while ago, beat Baker 64-52, and they will play at 3:15 at Forest Grove High School for the quarterfinals of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Basketball State Championship. That again starts March the 12th. Will run through the 14th up at Forest Grove High School. Klamath Union looking to book their first trip since 1984, but Cascade has been there for quite some time. Their first playoff game in 1957, made the playoffs 24 times, only one championship back in 1974, and they finished runner-up in 2013. So team that looks like they are ready to play tonight. First-year head coach Calvin Mullen, he's been an assistant here for quite some time. JV coach has worked his way up the ranks, and his nephew Carson on the team as well. Cascade, we can get a chance to talk about them. They look like a very good basketball team as well. Definitely going to be a challenge for our guys tonight, I think.
You know, you're right about that. I mean, to watch these kids shoot around, Cascade's knocking them down from the outside. They're really athletic-looking kids. They've got some height. They've got the kid that I think is 6'8", the sophomore. I don't know how much playing time he's going to get. You mentioned earlier when we weren't actually on the air, they've got a kid that's a point guard. I think you said he's 6'4".
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one he is, but I'm guessing redheaded kid. He's been knocking him down from the outside really well. I'm guessing that's my prediction. That's my prediction for the game.
Well, it's number 5, so he's actually right out there. He's got the ball. We'll show you on the video stream. Blom got to the basketball. There you go, number 5. It's 6'4". He's the coach's nephew, is what the coach told me. He said he's been an assistant here for quite some time. His first-year head coach against Coach Case in his second year as well. And Coach Case had a chance to talk with him yesterday about this game and how he's really turned this program around. Again, this is their chance to get, this is their first playoff game since 2010, and that's definitely no small feat for this team.
Well, that's pretty impressive. You know, it's going to be the last time some of these kids actually get to play a game on Pelican Court. Even if they win, they won't have any more home games here.
Right.
Darius and Xavier, Arvizu are seniors, so we'll be saying goodbye to them. Hopefully they have a really good game tonight. They'll be a key to whether or not KU comes away with a win.
And we'll talk about those seniors just real quick while we have a chance. Xavier averaging 8 points per game, 30% from three-point land, 80% from the free throw line, and Darius 14 points per game. He's shooting just over 40% from three-point and 70% at the free throw line. It's really going to be up to those guys to get the motor going. And then also Jacob Cook down low. If he gets beat up, he just can't get discouraged. He's got to keep his nose to the grindstone, as they say.
Well, he's just got to play like he's played all year. He's probably, as far as consistency, I think he's probably the most consistent player on KU's team. You know, he gets hammered on all night long, every night. He keeps good attitude. I think he has about 25 different pairs of glasses that he gets knocked off during the game. You know, he's just a good kid. It's fun to watch him play. You know, he's going to be obviously a big key. And I think another key to this game is going to be turnovers. You know, KU's got to take care of the ball. Watching Philomath warm up, they look like they're pretty quick, and I'm guessing they're probably pretty aggressive on defense. So that's going to be a key also for KU, is to take care of the ball.
Well, against Phoenix, you know, we got beat by Phoenix pretty handedly, but they shot 67% from three-point land. But you keep the ball in your hands. You don't turn it over. You give yourself a chance to win. And I think we only had 9 turnovers that game. So we played good. They just played better, I think, and we just got to avoid that tonight. Really, if you can play good, just stop them from playing better.
Well, that was really an unfortunate loss.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't care what basketball team you're watching. 67% from beyond the arc is ridiculous. And I doubt very much that Phoenix will ever duplicate that. I mean, there wasn't a kid on the team that missed a shot, I don't think. I think the whole entire game, they only had 12 shots that weren't three-pointers. And so that'll give you an idea. They were just coming down firing up threes, and they were firing up from ridiculous ranges and knocking them down. And you can't really defend that. So, you know, KU's defense, you know, that was a fluke game.
Well, Phoenix again tonight playing Philomath, 15 against 2 as far as seeding goes in the bracket. Other games that have yet to be played, well, Seaside and Gladstone actually just started here just a bit ago, and we will try to get score updates for that game as we can, as they are, again, Seaside playing Gladstone. Also, Staten is playing the defending state champions, Banks, and we will try to get score updates for that one as well as the night moves forward. They started at 5 o'clock, and when we continue the pregame show here in just a bit, I will try to get a score update for that game as well. Hidden Valley and North Marion, they start off at 6 o'clock tonight from North Marion High School. The Mustangs coming into the bracket ranked 14th, and North Marion ranked 3rd. Of course, we have our matchup tonight, and that about is who's left in the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball State Champion. Marist, Henley, and Woodburn, the 3 teams who have already booked their ticket to Forest Grove High School come March 12th. And that should be a really fun event. Klamath Union looking to capitalize on home court advantage tonight. As you take a look at their starting lineup, same 5 guys as always. It's going to be Xavier Arvizu, Jacob Cook, Garrett Short, Aaron Franklin, and Darius Holmes. And Aaron Franklin coming in for Christian Taylor about halfway through the season. I think that's helped a lot. Garrett Short, really intelligent, top of the key, and hopefully, you know, we don't see him shoot a lot of three-pointers, but if he can get himself going offensively too, as well as passing the ball around, it's going to be big tonight as well for KU.
That's right. He's a good player to watch. It's fun to watch him. He gets the ball off really well, and he could be a key as well as Holmes or Arvizu and Cook.
Really, we just need everyone to be on point tonight. I mean, playoffs, you're one and done. You got to be 110%. If you can't do that, be 125%, because you're going to need everything you need to beat this Cascade team. Just watching them shoot around, I mean, they look lights out. Haven't seen how they play defense, obviously, but Coach Case, they've seen a lot of the film. He said he's been watching film since the day after the last Mazama game, so they're prepared. I'm sure Cascade is prepared for us, and it's going to be a great basketball game this evening at Pell Court.
Well, there's plenty of room. I mean, the stadium's starting to fill up, but the gymnasium's starting to fill up, but, you know, there's room, so come on out and watch it. Root for the hometown team.
When we continue the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Playoff Championship broadcast here on 104.3 and 960 Sports with live HD video on mybasin.com, we'll take a look at the starting lineups once again, and then it is first tip coming your way on mybasin.com.
You have reached your destination.
The all-new Subaru Outback. Dog tested, dog approved.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Watched, 'Twas so gallantly streamed. 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 'Twas so gallant
Welcome back to this presentation of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Championship live on 104.3 and 960 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com. The national anthem tonight performed by Klamath Union senior Ryan Murhoff. And now it's time for us to get into the starting lineups. First for the challengers tonight, the Cascade Cougars. Number 3, Elijah Nolan, a senior guard standing 6 foot tall. Now a junior standing 6'4", Carson Molin. Number 13, Drake Davis, a junior standing 6 foot tall. Number 21, a senior standing 6'2", it's Carson Bischoff. And number 24, a junior standing 6'3", it's Matt Alex Rainey. And now for your Klamath Union Pelicans, number 0, a senior standing 6 foot tall, it's Xavier Arvizu. Also starting the 6'4" junior, it's Jacob Cook. Number 13, the junior standing 6'3", it's Garrett Short. Number 22, the junior standing 5'11", it's Aaron Franklin. And finally, number 34, a senior standing 5'11", it's Darius Holmes. Klamath Union coached by Ed Case in his second year, assisted by listening Case, Randy Barleen, Evan Gallagher, and LeVar Moore. We are ready for basketball this evening, Dick. You can feel the energy in the air. I'm ready for tip-off tonight.
Well, this is going to be a good game. I'm excited for it.
Klamath Union tonight in their white uniforms with the red lettering, black trim with the red wings on the side. Cascade tonight, black with yellow lettering and numbers on the back. We're ready for tip-off tonight from Pell Court. To tip for Klamath Union is Jacob Cook and then Carson Molin for Cascade. Our officials tonight, Craig Connor, Robbie Cesena, and Pete Whistler. And we are ready to go. Klamath Union wins the opening tip. Xavier Arvizu will bring it up for KU as they work right to left. Hand off to Darius Holmes. Kicks it over to Aaron Franklin on the far side. Back to Darius. Now to Xavier, back to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Molin, kicks it to Short on the near side. Short bounce pass into Cook. Cook on the left side goes to work on the block, hands it off to Xavier Arvizu. He throws it up off the glass, gets fouled on the first drive of the game. Xavier will be sent to the line shooting 2 on the foul. Charge it to Carson Bischoff. That's Bischoff's first foul. And KU gets a chance for 2 points here. The OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championship is brought to you in part by Pacific Office Automation. For more than 30 years, Pacific Office Automation has remained locally owned and operated, supporting the community, people, and places that matter. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. 2 points for KU as Arvizu is perfect from the line. Now Cascade working the other way. Handling outside and taking the shot. Missing was Rainey, and rebound to Darius. 2-0 with 7:11 left to go in the first quarter. KU with it. Darius drives the lane on the right side, throws it up off the glass, and Darius knocks down 2 points. 4-0 KU with 6:59 left to go in the first quarter. Now Cascade with it, taking it up for them is Carson Molin. Molin dishing it off over to the side to Davis. Davis guarded by Franklin, takes a screen. Beyond the key, loses the handle. He regains it. He's guarded by Garrett Short. Davis drives the key. He kicks it out to Nolan. Nolan is able to find Bischoff. Bischoff goes against Franklin. Spin move blocked by Jacob Cook. Cascade keeps the handle. Nolan drives to the basket, and he's able to get a couple points for Cascade. Great block by Jacob Cook. It's 4-2. Klamath Union still leads with 6:21 left to go in the first. The pass intended for Cook inside is stolen away by Nolan. Cascade now with it, going the other way. Nolan drives against Holmes, and Darius will foul on the way to the basket. So that will send Nolan to the line for 2. You can stay connected with your favorite school and team with the new OSAA Live mobile app. OSAA Live features schedules, results, rankings, and standings for all teams and leagues, plus statewide prep news. Search OSAA Live in the App Store and on Google Play, or visit osaa.org/app to download today. First free throw is good from Nolan. And he's going to make both of them. We got a tie game with 6:11 left to go in the first. Cascade starts to press early. Darius Holmes is going to bring it up for KU. Gets trapped in a double team. Is able to find Xavier, top of the key. Xavier over to Franklin on the left side. Franklin now top of the key, dishing it to Short. Short at the half-court logo now. Relatively unguarded. He's trying to find Darius. Maybe not. Kicks it to Cook. Now back inside to Short. Short loses the handle on it. Cook put a bit too much mustard on that pass. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover for KU. That's their second so far tonight. And now Cascade with it. Tie ball game. 5:42 to go in the first. We're knotted at 4. Pass broken up by Garrett Short, but keeping the handle was Bischoff. Nolan drives the lane against Darius and is able to get there with ease. It's 6-4 now. Nolan has got all 6 points for Cascade tonight. Xavier brings it to the front for KU on the other side. Xavier gets to about the free throw line, hands it off to Garrett Short. Short takes a 19-footer and it rattles out. Doesn't get it to drop. Now Cascade going on the other side. Taking a mid-range shot was Davis, misses. Rebound KU. It was Darius with it. He gets it over to Xavier. Xavier steps the basket and is fouled on the other side. So Xavier, who is 2 for 2 at the line already tonight, gets 2 more chances right here. This game on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Klamath Falls Subaru, proudly serving Klamath Falls, Lakeview, and Keno. Whether you plan to purchase your very first vehicle or bring in your older car for repairs, their friendly professionals are glad to assist you along the way. Visit them at SubaruofKlamathFalls.com. Both free throws good for Xavier. And we got a tie game again. 6 apiece with 4:54 left to go in the first quarter. Cascade with it now. Nolan kicking it over to Davis. Davis drives the lane, throws it up off the glass. An athletic finish there. Cascade with it now 8-6. 4:40 left to go in the first. Garrett Short brings it up. Short on the left side. He tries to get it over to Cook, but it's stolen away. Cascade with it now. It's Rainey. Rainey drives the lane on the left side. Kicks it out. Loose pass. Grabbed by Bischoff. Now Rainey in the corner. He shoots for 3 and knocks it down. Timeout called by Coach Ed Case. We're going to take one as well. 11-6 with 4:14 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to the presentation of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union playoffs on 104.3 and 960 Sports with HD Video on mybasin.com.
You have reached your destination.
The all-new Subaru Outback. Dog tested, dog approved.
Back into the action on 104.3 and 960 Sports. KU trails 11-6 to Cascade with 3:58 left to go in the first. They start out with the ball. Aaron Franklin over to Darius Holmes. Darius takes a jumper. That one rattles out. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Cascade. Checking in the game is Dominic Ball for the Cougars. Now they bring it up onto the other side. Davis thought he found a look. He's going to kick it out to Rainey. Rainey drives the middle. He's going to kick it out to Nolan. Nolan goes to the basket. Throws it up. No good. Rebound Holmes. Holmes is met at half court by Nolan. Kicks it over to Franklin. Back to Darius. Now Garrett beyond the key. Arvizu on the far side gets it inside to Darius. Darius throws up a mid-range shot and knocks it down. Darius Holmes, he's got 4 points tonight. It's 11-8. Cascade leads with 3:15 left to go in the first. All right, Cascade with it now. Handling it is Mullen. Mullen goes to work against Xavier. He kicks it out to Davis. Loses the handle on it for a second, but gets it back. Screen set. Davis step back. It's broken up by Garrett Short. He steals it away. Garrett brings it up, kicks it to Cook. Cook drives to the basket, and it's blocked by Dominic Ball. Checking into the game for Cascade is Kellen Sandy. And Cascade will start with the ball. With 2:51 left to go in the first, 11-8, the Cougars lead. Sandy with it. He's going to kick it over to Rainey. Rainey picked up by Short just beyond the key. Rainey now over to Davis. Davis finds a lane to the basket. He goes up against the trees and knocks it down. Davis, 2 more points for him. 13-8. Darius with it. Darius over to Garrett Short. Short just beyond the key. Over to Xavier on the far side. In the double team. Back over to Garrett Short. Now to Franklin. Finds Darius in the near corner. Loses a handle on it. Stolen away by Nolan. Nolan goes up, knocks it down. 15-8, 7-point lead for Cascade. Their biggest of the night so far. Xavier with it now. Bounce pass into Jacob Cook. Cook kicks it out to Darius. Darius, open 3, knocks it down. The Pels answer right back. Darius Holmes, a big 3-pointer there. 15-11 now. Cascade bringing it up. It's Davis. Davis at the free throw line. He's going to kick it out to Sandy. Sandy inside the ball. Kicks it back outside to Davis. Davis drives the lane, throws up a floater. That one falls. Friendly rim there. Davis, 2 more points for him. He's got 4 tonight. Minute 30 left to go. 11-17. Well, 17-11. KU behind. Garrett Short with it. Pass back into Garrett Short. He goes up. Unable to knock that one down. Rebound goes to Rainey, and Cascade with it now. Minute 17 left to go. 17-11. The Cougars lead. Davis takes an open 3 from way downtown. Misses it. Rainey with the rebound. Cook gets a hand on it, and Franklin steals it away. Garrett Short over to Arvizu. Back inside to Short. Short up off the glass, and it falls. 17-13 now. Under a minute to go in the first. Bounce pass to Rainey. He takes a long 3. Wow, the range on that shot. That's his second 3 of the night. 6 points for him. And 3 more for Cascade. 20-13. Garrett Short with it now. Short over to Darius. Back to Garrett. Trying to figure out which set to run. We've got 24 seconds left to go in the first. Short. Sort of double team, kicks it to Darius. Darius, 25-footer, knocks it down! 20-16, Darius Holmes, 3 more points for him. 10 seconds to go now. Cascade with it. It's Davis. Davis going to kick it over to Sandy. Sandy, a long-range 3. That one misses. Garrett Short with the rebound. And that one won't go anywhere. 4-point game. 20-16, Cascade leads after the first quarter. You're listening to live coverage of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A state playoffs live on mybasin.com and also 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Welcome back to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Championships live on mybasin.com. Got a 4-point game. It's 20-16. Cascade leads. They start out with the ball. Handling it for them is Carson Mullen. Mullen gets around Xavier. And he's going to foul Mullen. Second team foul for KU, first for Xavier. The 5 on the floor for the Pels, it's Arvizu, Cook, Short, Franklin, and Darius. Cascade with it now, it's Mullen, Bischoff, and we'll get you the rest after this as Davis is out there as well for Cascade. He drives the lane. He's going to kick it out to Bischoff. Bischoff to Davis in the far corner. Drives the lane. And a floater thrown up that time by Bischoff. It misses. KU with it now. Darius drives and tries to get it to Cook, but it's off the hand of Mullen. So KU will stick with it. Out there for Cascade as well is Jake Birch and who else am I missing? I believe Kellen Sandy, the 5 out there for Cascade. Inbound pass goes to Aaron Franklin. Franklin takes a mid-range shot off the back of the iron, no good. And it'll go out of bounds, last touch by KU, so Cascade with it now. 7:04 left to go in the second, 20-16, Cascade leads. Mullen with it, kicks it to Davis. Davis, he's going to find Sandy in the far corner, long pass back to Mullen. Mullen to Davis, back to Mullen. Davis with it now, far side. Kicks it to Mullen. Mullen over to Sandy, now to Mullen. Long range 3, that one's no good. Rebound grab by Xavier. He brings it to the front 47 for KU. Xavier drives the far side, the right side. He finds himself under the basket. Reverse layup off the glass, no good. Rebound up for grabs. It's stolen away by Mullen for Cascade. Fast break now, 3 against 2 for Cascade. Kicking it out to Sandy. He is fouled on the 3-pointer. He will get 3 chances at the line here. Foul called to Short. At the line is Sandy. He makes the first free throw. Second one good as well. Cascade's biggest lead of the night so far has been 7. They look to match it right here with another made free throw from Sandy. And he gets all 3 of them. 23-16, 6:10 left to go in the second. Cascade leads. Franklin to Darius, now to Garrett Short. Short to Cook in the near corner. Cook to Darius. Holmes saves it from going out of bounds. And tough to see, it looks like it was last touched by Cascade, so KU will stay with it. Inbound pass to Darius. In the corner, he shoots, misses, rebound from Franklin. Pass intended for Cook. Franklin grabs it back. Aaron over to Short. Short with his toe on the line, sinks a 2-pointer. 23-18. Short's toe on the line, so only counts as 2 there. Pass over to Nolan. Nolan to Sandy. That's 4 points for Short tonight, by the way, on that last made jumper. Cascade with it now. Checking into the game for them was Bischoff. Taking a 3 was Nolan. That one rattles home. 3 more for Nolan. Timeout called by the Cougars. We're going to take one as well. It's 26-18. The Cougars lead by 8 with 5:14 left to go in the second. You're listening to live coverage of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Playoff live on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com. You've got live coverage of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball State Playoffs as Cascade leads 26-18 over Klamath Union. Pels start with the ball, and a foul is called on Bischoff. Third team foul for Cascade. Cascade leads by 8, their biggest of the night so far. Garrett Short gets it inside to Cook. Cook under the basket, spins around, tries to get the layup, doesn't get it to fall. In transition is Sandy. He's able to get that one with ease. A 10-point lead now for Cascade. Full court press coming out, trying to stop KU from even getting it in their own territory. Aaron Franklin with it now. Bounce pass inside to Jacob Cook. Great save coming out for Cascade. Kicking it over now to Bischoff. Bischoff finds Mullen. Rather, that's Nolan who knocks it down. Just 2 points for him there. 30-18. 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Darius Holmes with it now. Darius, bounce pass intended for Cook, but kicking ball violation, I believe, to Nolan. Jackson Murhoff checks in, as does Pablo Macias. Taking out Darius and Jacob. Pablo with it now. To inbound it, he's going to find Xavier. Xavier kicking it to Aaron. Aaron over to Short now. Short at the half-court logo. Let's see what set they run here. Two guys inside for KU. They find Pablo. Pablo drives the basket, kicks it to Murhoff. The shot's blocked, but Murhoff is fouled. Murhoff 1 for 1 at the line on the season so far. We'll see what he can do here. Two free throws for Murhoff coming up. First one's good. Checking back in for Cascade is Davis. Davis is going to take out Bischoff. Chance to trim it to a 10-point lead. Murhoff's second free throw, no good. Grabbed by Cascade. In transition is Davis. Pump fake, throws it up, it falls. 2 more points for Davis. And now Garrett Short with it. Short finds Macias at the half-court logo and jump ball. So KU will take it. Gets it over to Pablo. Pablo takes about an 18-foot jumper, misses. And Cascade with it now. Nolan over to Rainey. Rainey drives the basket, misses the layup. Rebound grabbed by Arvizu. Xavier bringing it up for Klamath Union. Inside to Murhoff. Murhoff is fouled on the shot. He'll get 2 more at the line. He's 1 for 1 so far. And 2 more coming up for Jackson. If you need extra spending money you want to give back to student athletes, become an athletic official. There's a big shortage of officials in Oregon. They need you now more than ever. You can visit officials.org. First free throw for Murhoff is good. Second free throw misses again. Cascade with it now. Bringing it up was Mullen. Now at the shot, mid-range was Nolan. He misses. Ball with the rebound. He throws that one up. No good. Rebounded by Murhoff. Macias with it now. Macias tries to split the double team. Finds himself a great move to the basket. Wow. 2 points for Pablo Macias. 32-22, 10-point lead for Cascade with 2:52 left to go in the second quarter. Now it's Mullen with it. Mullen kicks it to Davis. Davis drives the middle lane and fouled by Pablo. And they will charge the foul to Macias, so at the line now is Drake Davis. Davis's first free throw is good. Second one coming up. Knocks them both down. 34-22, Cascade leads. Xavier Arvizu in the far corner. Tries to get it to short, but it's picked up by Macias. The ball went loose for a second. Xavier steps to the side, shoots a three. That one misses. Rebound by Murhoff. The ball's loose, picked up by Short. Short now drives the basket, lays it up off the glass, no good. He gets his own rebound and throws it back up and in, and that one will fall. 34-24, 2 more points for Short. Cascade now with it on the other side. Mullen picked up by Arvizu. Throws it up off the glass, it misses. Murhoff with the rebound. Arvizu bringing it up for the Pels. Xavier trying to drive the far side. He loses the handle. It's picked up by Macias. Pablo corner three, knocks it down. Timeout called by Coach Ed Case. We'll take one as well. 34-27, $1:54 left to go in the second. You're listening to live coverage of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A state playoffs on 104.3 and 960 Sports. HD video on mybasin.com.
So my very fondest memory at an Abby's came in high school after we won a state championship in basketball, a moment we'll never forget. The very first thing we did, celebrated across the street at Abby's. And for us to just enjoy and savor the season and what we accomplished there, and that pizza became synonymous with this championship memory. It's great to have some of those just foundational, traditional spots that we can all go to and enjoy a great time.
Welcome back to the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Playoffs live on mybasin.com, 104.3 960 Sports as well. 34-27, Cascade leads Klamath Union with 1:45 left to go in the second. Cascade with it. Clean look at the basket for him as that was Bischoff with 2 points. Lead back up to 9 for Cascade. Pablo Macias bounce pass to Murhoff. Loses the handle on it and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by Jackson. Darius Holmes will check back in for Aaron Franklin. Nine-point lead for Cascade. 1:27 left to go in the second. 36-27. Cascade with it. It's Davis. Guarded by Holmes. Pass goes inside to Rainey. Rainey is going to double dribble. Turnover for them.
It's only their second of the night.
They play clean basketball. Pablo's going to bring it up for Klamath Union. He's had the hot hand coming off the bench, has scored 5 points. Pablo kicks it to Darius. Darius top of the key. Over to Short. Short now to Xavier. Xavier is going to be fouled on his way to the basket. Not a shooting foul. That's on Mullen. Five on the floor for KU. It's Macias, Murhoff, Short, Arvizu, and Darius Holmes. Pass intended for Darius. Those are saved by Xavier, but picked up by Sandy. Sandy over to Davis. Davis in the corner to Bischoff. Now over to Rainey. Rainey drives the lane, throws it up off the glass. No good. A rebound is grabbed by Cascade, kicking it back out to Nolan. Nolan, shot from the penalty stripe, banks it off the glass. Challenging shot, knocks it down. 38-27, under a minute to go now in the second. Pablo Macias brings it up quickly, runs up, pulls up from three, doesn't get it. Arvizu with the rebound, knocks it down, and he's fouled. Chance to answer back. Xavier Arvizu, 2 more points for him and a chance to make it a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Xavier, 70% from the line this season. That one misses. 30 seconds to go in the second, and Cascade going to slow it down. Mullen with it. Picked up by Xavier at about half court. Mullen going to dribble it out. 19 seconds now. Mullen in the corner, about half court in front of the student section. Mullen trying to work around Xavier. 9 seconds now. Takes a screen. Mullen kicks it back out to Bischoff. Bischoff for three. Knocks it down. 41-29. 1 second left to go. Darius from half court. No good. 41-29 the score after 16 minutes. We'll be back with your halftime show coming up. So you've been listening to the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Championships live on 104.3 and 960 Sports and on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
You have reached your destination.
The all-new Subaru Outback. Dog tested, dog approved.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Get in shape at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. Harbor has everything you need to shed pounds with state-of-the-art fitness equipment, 4 pickleball courts, tennis courts, and expert trainers to help you reach your goals. They also have more than 35 exercise classes per week to select from, including body pump, high fitness, and spinning classes to make losing weight fun. Sign up for 1 or 2 years now and have no payments until January. Get fit at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. It's the place to be. 884-3300.
Welcome to the Les Schwab Tires halftime show. Winter weather can slow you down, but Les Schwab has the right tires to get you where you need to go safely. Home of the best tire value promise is Les Schwab in Klamath Falls and Merrill, doing the right thing since 1952. We got a halftime score of 41-29. Cascade leads the Klamath Union Pelicans, and Cascade has just shot the lights out. They've got 15 points, 10 points on a couple of guys, and they've just scored the ball really well.
You know, they're working the ball around the perimeter, and they'll cut somebody through the key. They feed it to him. If he doesn't have an open look, he dishes it back outside to the outside, and the Cascade kids are shooting really well from the outside. You know, KU is not playing bad defense. Just Cascade is playing really, really well offensively. You know, I think probably the key to this game right now, or the difference, are turnovers. KU has 9 turnovers, the Cascades 2. So, you know, in the second half, I'm looking for KU to take better care of the ball, be a little more patient with the passes, and, you know, they're not out of this game. They're down by 12, but that's only 4 3-pointers. My math's not the best. I have my shoes on. So, you know, KU definitely is not out of this game. You know, Holmes seems to have a hot hand. He's knocked down 10 points. But they've got to somehow get the ball to Jacob Cook. He doesn't have any points yet this game, so we'll see what happens.
Talking about a hot hand, Pablo off the bench came in and provided a spark. We were down, I think, by 12, and he cut it to, what was it? Cut it to 4, 6-5, whatever it was, and he provided a big spark off the bench.
You know, he's fun to watch. He's really quick. He's not bashful about putting the ball up, and fortunately, he's got a pretty decent looking shot and makes it. You know, I look to him. He probably won't start in the second half. I'm guessing Frank will be back in. But, you know, Pablo is definitely a factor to be considered with down the road.
Again, this is a presentation of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union State Playoffs 4A Boys Basketball. The winner here will go play either Phoenix or Philomath at Forest Grove coming up March 12th through the 14th. Other games going on tonight. Seaside is playing Gladstone. The last score update we got from them was, let's make sure we got this right, 41-36. Gladstone led at half over Seaside. Other games going on. Staten is playing Banks. Hidden Valley is playing North Marion. And again, Phoenix is playing Philomath tonight as well. Marist Catholic and Henley have already booked their tickets to Forest Grove High School coming up here in a short time, March the 12th through the 14th. But back to this game, Klamath Union just got to clean themselves up on offensively. You could see the nerves, I think, sort of got to them in the first quarter. Some questionable passes and tough spots and passes let go out of bounds, and they come out now. Hopefully they can remain focused. They got the nerves out, and they can make a comeback into this game.
You know, Cascade came out pressing from the start. Then when they got down to half court, they were doing a 1-2-2 defense part of the game, and then they started switching off and playing man. You know, KU's is working the ball around the outside. Again, we need some shooting. You know, we need to get the ball inside to Cook. I know he's fighting with Rainey. Rainey's a pretty stout kid, and he's keeping Jacob outside the paint. But you know, Jacob has only taken one shot in this game, so he's got to get some looks and knock a couple of baskets down.
All right, well, when we return, it's the third quarter of action of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball State Championship with live video brought to you by Klamath Falls Subaru on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
So my very fondest memory at an Abby's came in high school after we won a state championship in basketball, a moment we'll never forget. The very first thing we did, celebrated across the street at Abby's. And for us to just enjoy and savor the season and what we accomplished there, and that pizza became synonymous with this championship memory. It's great to have some of those just foundational, traditional spots that we can all go to and enjoy a great time.
Welcome back to the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Playoffs presented by Klamath Falls Subaru on 104.3 and 960 Sports, mybasin.com. Coming into the third quarter, 41-29. The score, Cascade leads. As we get back in the action, Carson Mullen will be sent to the line. Mullen's first free throw misses. Klamath Union has got to find a way back in this game, play defense, hope for a couple misses, and convert on some points. 12 points is how far they're behind right now, or rather 11 points. It's not that bad. Darius with it now for KU is the 5 on the floor for the Pels. It's Darius, Jacob, Garrett, Xavier, and Aaron. So they work with it now. Darius, step to the side. He shoots a long three, swishes it. 13 points for Darius tonight. He's a 40% three-point shooter, making it look easy there. That was a long-range one. 41-32, 7:09 to go in the third. Pass in the corner, taken by Nolan. He misses. Rebound is going to be taken by Bischoff. Throws up the shot, no good. Second rebound for Cascade by Mullen on the other side. Lucky break for Cascade there. Got a couple of nice bounces. Mullen, he's going to kick it over to Rainey in the corner. Takes a mid-range shot, and that one will fall. 43-32, 6:42 remaining in the third. Darius Holmes with it now. Darius guarded about 26 feet out. Bounce pass to Cook. Picked up by Darius. Darius goes up with it. Layup, falls, and he's fouled. Darius, 15 points tonight. He has been every bit as good as Klamath Union has needed him to, but he needs some help out there.
Yeah, he does. He's playing really well tonight. You know, it's kind of interesting to watch this kid play. Sometimes he has really good games, other times he doesn't. Tonight seems to be one of his good
Tonight
games.
he seems to be on, yeah.
He was late getting to the game.
he was.
Let's take an extra hour.
He showed up about 45 minutes to tip. And, I joked before the game, he better be meditating and getting one with nature. And so far it looks like he has. Free throw is good. 16 points for Darius. And now Cascade with it. 43-35, the Cougars lead the Pelicans. Mullen guarded by Arvizu on the far side. Mullen is going to kick it to Davis. Davis inside, takes a shot about 13 feet out, misses. Rebound grabbed by Garrett Short. Short picked up, kicks it to Darius. Darius takes about a 12-footer, knocks it down. 18 points for Holmes. 37 points for the Pels. They trail still by 6. 5:56 to go in the third quarter. Mullen is going to keep it on the near side to Davis. Davis picked up by Cook. It's got a mix match. Davis kicks it to Mullen. Mullen picked up by Arvizu. Brings it out back to half court. Now to Davis. Davis goes against Cook. Drives the basket. Misses the layup. Rebound grabbed by Bischoff and put back up and in. 45-37, 8-point game. 5:26 to go in the third. Cook with it now, top of the key. Cook goes to work, kicks it back out to Franklin. Franklin at the free throw line, over to Arvizu. Arvizu to Franklin. Franklin from about 22 feet out, misses. He saves it from going out of bounds, but Mullen is going to pick it up. And the double team, and a foul is called. Foul called on Franklin. Cook, if we can get him going, he hasn't gotten very many good looks down low, but
no, he's getting hammered. Rainey's a pretty stout kid, and he's pushing Cook around all over the place.
Rainey with it now. Goes inside in the double team. The rebound is picked up, thrown back up and in by Bischoff. Bischoff seems like he's gotten every rebound that's come his way. 47-37, 4:47 left to go in the third. Darius with it, drives in the middle, kicks it back out to Garrett Short. Short resets the offense, drives, kicks it to Arvizu, just beyond the key. Xavier inside to Darius. Darius throws it up off the glass and he's fouled. 2 more chances at the line for Holmes. This live video broadcast on mybasin.com is brought to you by Klamath Falls Subaru, proudly serving Klamath Falls, Lakeview, and Keno. Whether you plan to purchase your very first vehicle or bring in your older car for repairs, their friendly professionals are glad to assist you along the way. Visit them online at SubaruofKlamathFalls.com. Darius at the line, looking to make it a single-point lead for Cascade. Able to get the first one. Looking for his 20th point right here. Darius on the season averaging 14. Pablo's checked in, as has Jackson Murhoff. KU substituting a bit of shooting in for some defense maybe and some height down low. As Murhoff comes in. Second free throw from Darius, put a bit too much power on. That one misses. Mullen gets the rebound for Cascade. He brings it up, gets it inside to Rainey. Cook tries to get a hand in there, but Rainey will lay it up and in. 8 points for him, and 2 more for Cascade. Kick over to Arvizu. He gets an open look from range. Misses. Rebound is got by Murhoff. Over to Macias. Pablo for 3. Misses again. Timeout is going to be called by Coach Calvin Mullen of the Cascade Cougars. We'll take one as well. 49-38, 4:11 to go in the third. You're listening to live coverage of the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys State Playoffs presented by Klamath Falls Subaru.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
I mean, I know a couple kids' names, but
Welcome back to 104.3 and 960 Sports HD video on mybasin.com. Cascade leads the Pels 49-38 in the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Playoffs. Pass over to Rainey for Cascade, kicking it out to Nolan. Nolan, mid-range shot, that one rattles home. 51-38, Cascade leads. KU needs to pick up the pace a little bit, giving it over to Xavier. Xavier drives the lane, throws it up off the glass. That one, a friendly roll around the rim. Falls for Xavier. 8 points for him tonight. And now Mullen with it. Mullen over to Rainey. Rainey drives the lane, kicks it out to Nolan. Nolan, 3, falls. Deadly from long range tonight are the Cougars, 54-40. Pablo Macias now with it for KU. Pablo going to work against Davis, loses a handle on it. Over to Murhoff. Murhoff into Arvizu, who's driving to the basket, lays it up, doesn't fall. He gets his own rebound. Up off the glass, he's able to follow through. 54-42. 10 points for Xavier. And now Nolan brings it up. Nolan takes a screen. Set, kicks it out over to Nolan. Nolan, another 3, and it falls again. My goodness. He can't miss. 57-42, 2:46 to go in the third. Pablo Macias kicks it over to Xavier. Xavier steps forward, takes the 3. That one misses. Rebound up for grabs. Taken by Nolan. Nolan on his way to the basket, kicks it out to Mullen. Mullen now inside to Rainey. Rainey goes to work against Macias inside, misses the layup. It's up for grabs, last touch by Mullen. KU will take it. They trail by 13. It's the biggest lead of the night for Cascade. 2:26 to go in the third. Pablo is going to bring it up for Klamath Union. He's out there with Darius, Cook, Xavier, and Jackson Murhoff. Darius with it now on the far side, kicking it back to Pablo. Pablo over to Xavier, inside to Cook. Cook right at the free throw line, trying to go to work against Rainey. Bounce pass over to Murhoff. Inside to Arvizu, it's broken up by Davis. Another turnover for the Pels. Now over to Rainey. Rainey kicks it to Mullen. Mullen to Davis in the far corner. Takes about a 10-foot shot, misses. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Darius. And a foul is called by Alex Rainey. And that's the third team foul. KU will stick with it. Short will come in for Darius. And Short will bring it up for Klamath Union as well. $1:49 left to go in the third. 57-42. Klamath Union is behind in this one. Jacob Cook goes to work down low, and Cook, his first 2 points of the night. 57-44. 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. Cascade with it now, it's Mullen. Mullen kicks it to Nolan. Nolan to Davis on the inside. Bounce pass is loose. Still a loose ball at about half court. Jump ball. Possession will go to KU. Big possession coming up for Klamath Union. They got to score pretty much every possession coming out of this final minute 23 of the third quarter. Try to make it a close game going into the fourth. Pray that Cascade misses a couple threes. All right, Pablo with it. Kicked it to Cook. Cook drives to the basket. Easy layup for him. Cook has got 4 points now. 57-46, 11-point game. Davis with it for Cascade. Davis takes a screen set by Ball. Davis inside to Ball. Ball back outside to Davis. Davis, three, no good. Rebound grab by Garrett Short. Short loses the handle on it, is able to pick it back up and get it to Xavier. 50 seconds to go in the third. Xavier with it now. Xavier over to Garrett Short. Short drives the lane and I didn't quite see what the call was.
It was a foul.
On Cascade?
On Cascade, yeah.
It looked like Cook might have traveled there a bit, but
that's what I thought the call was going to be.
I thought it was too. All right, either way, KU will get the ball. Pablo will inbound. Pablo kicks it to Xavier. Xavier drives the lane. Reverse layup falls. 57-48, 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Mullen with it for Cascade. Mullen gets it over to Sandy. Now to Mullen. He's at about the half-court logo. And now over to Davis. Davis still at about half-court. 19 seconds left to go. Cascade likely going to try to hold on to it, not let KU get back into it anymore. Davis now going up against Short. Takes a screen set by Mullen. Davis kicking it outside to Sandy. Sandy for three. That one rattles out. Cook with the rebound. Cook kicks it to Xavier at the buzzer, off the glass. It falls at the third quarter buzzer. That might just be the door. We need to get back into this one, Dick. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter, so don't tune away. 57-50, Cascade leads on the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Championships live on 104.3 and 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com.
That three-pointer that Bischoff missed, the first three-pointer they've missed.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
.50 as we start the fourth quarter on 104.3 and 960 Sports. HD video on mybasin.com. 57-50. Cascade leads Klamath Union. And Cascade will start with the ball coming out of a foul. 7:49 left to go. Mullen gets hacked on his way to the basket. Charge it to Arvizu.
It's kind of funny. He about took his arm off, but he goes, me? I didn't touch it.
Yeah. Xavier will do that. He'll make a case for himself. First free throw is good. And at the line is Mullen. Mullen, second free throw here, trying to make it a 9-point game. Mullen will make both of them. And it is a 9-point game. Darius with it now. He's going to kick it to Arvizu. Arvizu drives the baseline, and he will be fouled on his way to the basket. Davis looked like that was a clean block, but Xavier Arvizu will get a chance to answer back.
He wasn't very happy about that call.
Xavier, 80% free throw shooter. We'll see what he can do here. A chance to trim the lead to 7. First one's good. You know, it's wild how silent the gym got just for that one moment in time. It's an intense game. At one point, Cascade leading by 13, and now only up by 7. Excuse me, up by 8. Now they're up by 7. 59-52, Xavier Arvizu, perfect from the line on that trip. 7:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mullen kicks it to Rainey. Rainey, bounce pass in, kicked it back out to Rainey. Rainey shoots for 3, that one misses. Rebound will go out of bounds, last touch by Cascade. Makes my heart race every time Cook lets a ball go out of bounds, because oftentimes Cascade has saved it tonight.
I know it. They're pretty quick. This is a really fun game to watch. I mean, both teams are really, really fast. I mean, it's an intense, fun game.
Pablo Macias with it now. Going to work against Birch. Bounce pass into Cook. It was a bit wild, but Cook keeps a handle on it. Cook beyond the three-point line. That one's knocked away by Mullen, but it stays with KU. 7:09 to go in the fourth. 59-52. Inbound pass goes to Xavier. Xavier with it now, crosses up Davis. Goes to lane, gets it inside to Cook. Cook off the glass, no good. Rebound by Davis. Good look at the basket for Jacob Cook, but was in triple coverage there at the basket. Now Mullen with it, brings it up for Cascade. Kicks it over to Birch. Birch guarded by Darius. Bounce passes it to Mullen. Mullen picked up by Arvizu at the half-court logo. Takes a screen, set by Rainey, switches on to Cook. Driving to the basket, kicking it over to Bischoff, and goes out of bounds. Last touched by Garrett Short. Close call. Could have gone either way. I think Short did touch it last, though. Inbound pass, Cascade gets it in. Pass inside, Davis lets it go loose. Last touched by Darius, and wow. That's touched by Darius, but
that was a makeup call.
That was a makeup call. We'll take it. Darius with it now. Over to Arvizu on the near corner. Arvizu crossing up Davis, keeps a handle on it. Over to Garrett Short. Short drives the lane. Off the foot of Mullen. He keeps a handle on it. Bounce pass into Cook. It's stolen away by Bischoff. Ball goes out of bounds. Saved by Short. Now to Darius. Over to Xavier. Xavier to the basket. Off the glass. No good. Rebound taken by Rainey. And now a chance to reset. It's Mullen with it. He's going to take it up for Cascade. Under 6 minutes to go now. 7-point game. Neither team has scored in quite some time, in about 2 minutes. Rainey with it now. He's going to kick it over to Mullen. Mullen pump fakes, gets Xavier off his feet, but keeps a handle on it on the far side. Mullen backs up to half court again. He likes to do this. Slow it down, take some time off the clock. Mullen with it, takes a screen set by Rainey. Picked up again by Xavier. Inside to Bischoff. Short gets a hand on it in the block. Ball still up for grabs. Last touched by Pablo. So Davis will inbound for Cascade. Davis trying to find someone. He's going to find Birch on the far side. Birch spins around Darius, loses a handle on it, kicks it outside to Bischoff, now to Rainey. Rainey to Davis. Davis to Mullen. Mullen guarded by Xavier. Still about half court. Gets around Xavier. Mullen driving to the basket. Inside to Rainey, stolen away by Jacob Cook. Cook in transition, 2 against 2. Up off the glass, it falls. Cook a chance at a three-point play. And this gym is deafening right now. Jacob Cook a chance at a three-point play. Cook on the season, 70% free throw shooter, knocks it down. 4-point game, timeout taken by Coach Ed Case. We'll take one as well. 55, 4:58 to go in the fourth and final quarter. The OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Basketball Championships on mybasin.com.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to the OSA On Point Community Credit Union 4A State Boys Basketball Playoffs live on 104.3 and 960 Sports and on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Klamath Falls Subaru. 59-55, Klamath Union down by 4, and they have the momentum. We'll see if they can keep it. Cascade will start with the ball coming out of the break. 5 on the floor for KU. It's Jacob Cook, Darius Holmes, Xavier Arvizu, Garrett Short, and Pablo Macias. Cascade starts with it. The clock starts to run. 4:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Mullen with it. Mullen at half court, picked up by Xavier. Mullen kicking it over to Bischoff. Bischoff picked up by Pablo. Rather, that was Sandy. He gets it to Davis. Davis inside, on his way to the basket. Tipped by Jacob Cook. Give him a block. Xavier Arvizu now on the other side, driving to the basket. He kicks it out. It's picked off by Sandy for Cascade. And now Mullen with it. Mullen against Xavier. Mullen. Xavier playing good defense on Mullen at half court. Mullen with it now. Inside to Rainey. Rainey beyond the arc now, kicking it to Mullen on the left side. Now to Davis beyond the key. Davis picked up by Garrett Short, about 27 feet out. He's backing up. Davis kicking it over to Rainey. Rainey to Davis. Trying to eat some time up. Davis with it now. Short gets a hand on it. Bounce pass over to Rainey. Picked up by Cook. Rainey over to Sandy.
That's where we need a shot clock.
We do. Sandy to Davis. Cascade is holding on to it. Not a lot we can do. Davis spins around Garrett Short. Over to Nolan. Nolan goes to work against Darius on the inside. Cook tries to get a hand in there, and timeout's going to be called by Coach Calvin Mullen of Cascade. We're going to stick with you through this one. 55 points for Klamath Union, spearheaded by Darius Owens, but Jacob Cook has come awake in a big way in this fourth quarter.
He has. They put the sophomore on him for a while, the 6'8" kid, and he's nowhere near as stout as Rainey is. And so Cook was able to work his way inside, get some good looks, knock down a couple of buckets. So I think it gave him a little bit of confidence. And so, he's playing with a lot more heart this fourth quarter. I hate the fact that there isn't a shot clock.
Yeah.
Even though there's only a 4-point lead, Cascade's working the ball around the perimeter.
They've held the ball for at least 45 seconds at the very least.
They've only scored 2 points in this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And it's, they're eating away their lead is what's happening. But, unless they have some turnovers, they could run this thing out. I mean, it's pathetic to say, but they could.
They could if they wanted to. So if you work at the NFHS and you're watching, put a dang shot clock in Oregon. I've been an advocate of this forever. All right. Davis is going to start with it for Cascade. He gets the inbound pass to Mullen. Mullen over to Rainey. Inside, last touched by Nolan as it goes out of bounds. A turnover for them and KU. Chance to get back on the offensive side of the ball. It seems like it's been a while since they've been on the offensive side of the ball, and they get a chance here. Pablo finally passes half court. Drives to the basket. Pablo kicks it to Jacob Cook. Cook beyond the key. Goes inside against Rainey. Cook goes up against Rainey, throws it up off the glass, it falls. Jacob Cook with all the confidence in the world. Throws up a shot there to bring it within 2. 59-57, Cascade still leads with 3:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Okay, Mullen brings it up half court for Cascade. Brings it up in front of the deafening student section here at Pell Court. Mullen drives to the basket, loses the handle on the basketball. Darius Holmes with it now. Holmes in transition, kicks it to Pablo. Pablo back to Darius. Driving the lane, bounce pass to Cook. Cook off the glass, we have a tie game. Davis with it now for Cascade on the other side. Davis switches on to Garrett Short. Davis goes up, lays it off the glass. 61-59, 2:36 to go. Pablo Macias now. Bounce pass to Jacob Cook on the other side. Cook goes up against Rainey. Kicks it out to Xavier. Back to Garrett Short. Short to Darius. Darius takes a long-range three off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by Rainey. Cascade with it now, 2:20 to go in the fourth, 61-59. Davis with it now, he's picked up by Short at half court, knocked away, Garrett Short. Basket all to himself, lays it up and in. He picked Davis's pocket, went to the basket, timeout Cascade. We'll take one too. Knotted at 61, 2:04 to go in the fourth. You're listening to live coverage of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union playoffs, 104.3 and 960 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com.
Get in shape at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. Harbor has everything you need to shed pounds with state-of-the-art fitness equipment, 4 pickleball courts, tennis courts, and expert trainers to help you reach your goals. They also have more than 35 exercise classes per week to select from, including body pump, high fitness, and spinning classes to make losing weight fun. Sign up for 1 or 2 years now and have no payments until January. Get fit at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. It's the place to be. 884-3300.
We're in the fourth quarter of a tie ball game, 61 apiece, 2:04 to go in the fourth. On the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball Playoff, presented by Klamath Falls Subaru. The 5 on the floor for KU in the last 2 minutes. Jacob Cook, Darius Holmes, Garrett Short, Xavier Arvizu, and Pablo Macias. Cascade will start with the ball. Klamath Union at one point down by 13. Has yet to lead in this one. We'll see what can happen in the final 120 seconds of this first round playoff matchup. Mullen with it for Cascade. Mullen goes to work against Xavier beyond the arc. Mullen kicks it to Nolan. Nolan for three. He knocks it down. Nolan has been absolutely lights out from range tonight. 64-61, a minute 43 to go in the fourth quarter. Garrett Short with it. Bounce pass into Cook. And foul is called against Rainey. That will give Cook a chance at the line for a 1-and-1. 7th team foul for Cascade. And I don't have it written down, but is Nolan perfect from range tonight?
He missed one.
He missed one, okay. He has lights out. Jacob Cook's first free throw is good. He will get a chance at the second one here. 64-62, a buck 37 to go in the fourth. Klamath Union in the bonus. Jacob Cook, 70% from the line this season. Second free throw coming up for Jacob is good. 1 point game, 64-63, Cascade leads. A minute 37 to go in the fourth quarter. The Cougars with the ball. Mullen with it. Mullen to Davis. Davis at half court. Davis picked up by Garrett Short. Davis over to Nolan. Nolan is going to be fouled by Darius Holmes, I believe. So Cascade will start with the basketball as that was a 5th team foul for KU. Not in the bonus yet. Checking into the game for Cascade is number 21, Carson Bischoff. He comes in for Kellen Sandy. A buck 18 to go in the fourth. Again, Cascade will inbound the ball. Davis with it now. Davis, bounce pass, it's picked away by Xavier Arvizu. Another turnover for Cascade. Klamath Union going to take their time here. They don't have to rush anything. Garrett Short with it now, beyond the key. Short goes to the basket, spin move. Short bounce pass to Darius. Darius over to Pablo. Pablo, long range three, it's good! Well, timeout called by Coach Case. 66-64, Pablo Macias hitting the biggest shot of the game. The first time Klamath Union has led tonight comes with 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, now's the time to take the lead.
Yep, yeah, it definitely is.
There won't be any four-corner offense from Cascade on this. They've got to work hard now.
They've worked. Klamath Union coming down from a 13-point lead. They have rallied behind this student section that is absolutely deafening tonight and have come away. They've got a 2-point lead, but still 55 seconds left to play. It's not over yet.
No, it's not. You know, the KU players have given the KU crowd something to yell about, though.
Yeah.
And they've been playing really, really well. They've been playing aggressively on defense. They haven't taken any stupid shots. They've made the shots they've made. They've played really hard on defense. They've caused a couple of turnovers. Hopefully they keep playing the way they're playing.
Well, it's going to be exciting. We come out of the break. Student section starts the Pablo chant, and Cascade will start with the ball coming out of the break. Klamath Union leads by 2, under a minute to go. Bounce pass goes to Mullen. Mullen with it now. Picked up by Arvizu at about half court. Mullen over to Nolan. Nolan guarded by Pablo. Nolan over to Davis now on the near side. Davis and Pablo, I'm not quite sure. The stoppage of play. Pete Whistler, one of our officials tonight, stopped play. I'm not quite sure why. Either way, Cascade will start with the ball.
I'm not sure what that was. Now somebody threw something out on the floor.
Oh, somebody threw.
Please do not throw things on the floor. It will cost a technical. Please, nothing on the floor.
I'm not quite sure what was thrown on the floor.
I didn't see anything.
I don't see anything either. Maybe it's one of Cook's glasses lenses. It looks like he's all squared away, though. All right, Cascade with it. Inbound pass to Mullen. Mullen goes to work down low. The ball gets knocked loose. Mullen with it. Ball still loose. Mullen recovers. Nolan from 3. He's fouled. He misses the shot, but he will get the chance to give Cascade the lead. 33 seconds to go in the fourth. Nolan to the line. Nolan has been knocked down from range tonight. We'll see what he can do at the free throw line. He's shooting 3 here. Elijah Nolan, 15 points at half, misses the first one.
There's got to be some pressure on these kids.
Oh, without a doubt. And this student section is going to make it as loud as they can. Nolan's second free throw. He's able to knock that one down. And a guy checking in for Cascade. It's going to be Birch in for Bischoff. Final free throw coming up. Could tie the game with 33 seconds left to go in the fourth. Free throw is good. We got a tie game with 33 seconds left to go. KU with no shot clock could take the last shot of the game. We'll see what they do. Klamath Union with it now. Gets it to Xavier. Xavier drives the basket. Off the glass. It's good! Cascade working quickly on the other side. Kicking out to Bischoff. No, it's Mullen. Mullen up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Garrett Short. Foul. Garrett Short sent to the free throw line. Garrett Short sent to the line. Garrett Short with a pair of free throws here could seal the game. We'll see what happens.
I don't want to see that. Mullen jacked up his knee, so he's going to be out. Came down on his foot a little bit sideways. I've been there. I know what that's like.
And as we wait for Mullen to come off the court, that's unfortunate. Mullen has played a great game tonight and has been the motor of this Cascade offense as far as dishing the ball out. They've been able to come together and knock the ball down. But Garrett Short at the free throw line, 68-66. A chance to seal the game potentially with a pair of free throws here. Garrett Short gets 2. And I'm not quite sure. Oh, Coach.
Wants to make a sub.
He wants to make a timeout right after the second miss, I think is what I heard. Makes sense. Garrett Short's first free throw. It's good. 3-point game. Garrett Short needs one more. He gets another chance here. Garrett Short, second free throw, bounces around, no good. And timeout's going to be called by Cascade. 3-point game, 9 seconds. Cascade, they need a three-pointer here. They can't, if you go for 2 and a foul, it's, you might not be able to get the ball back even. They got to go for 3 here.
That's right, they get 9.5 seconds. They're going to get the ball at midcourt.
More than enough time to get a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time, and these kids can shoot really well. All they can do is tie the game. KU's got to play really, really smart defense. They can't let the ball, they can't let Cascade have any open looks. I mean, these kids have not, I think they've missed two 3-pointers in the whole stinking game. And so KU's got to play good defense, but they've got to not foul on the 3-point shot. That's something that, would let these guys right back in the game. Right now, KU's in the driver's seat, and
they are.
It's their game to lose, basically.
We've said that more than once this season. But they lead by 3, 69-66. Klamath Union, in a big way, has come back into this one, and with 9.5 seconds, Cascade gets it at their own baseline under their own basket.
I thought they'd get it half court.
I thought they would as well.
I guess because of the free throw.
No open threes. Inbound pass is going to go to Sandy. Sandy runs up the court, kicks it to Davis. Davis, 4 seconds now, over to Nolan. Nolan with his toe on the line, knocks it down. His toe was on the line. His toe was on the line. Klamath Union is going to the state championship. For the first time since 1984, Klamath Union is going to Forest Grove High School.
That was sweet.
69-68 is the final tonight. And we'll be back with our player of the game this evening, Darius Holmes, here in just a bit on 104.3 and 960 Sports, live HD video on mybasin.com. Leave it right here.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
You have reached your destination.
The all-new Subaru Outback. Dog tested, dog approved.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Get in shape at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. Harbor has everything you need to shed pounds with state-of-the-art fitness equipment, 4 pickleball courts, tennis courts, and expert trainers to help you reach your goals. They also have more than 35 exercise classes per week to select from, including body pump, high fitness, and spinning classes to make losing weight fun. Sign up for 1 or 2 years now and have no payments until January. Get fit at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. It's the place to be. 884-3300.
Welcome back to 104.3 and 960 Sports, live HD video on MyBasin The final tonight, 69-68, Klamath Union won and has booked a trip to the state tournament for the first time since 1984. Dick, a historic game tonight and a great way to cap off this night at Pell Court.
Yeah, it was. You know, the kids stepped up. There's no question about it. Cascade played a really super good game. Nolan had 30 points. He was their go-to guy. Mullen had 2. He ran their offense, played really good ball also. Davis had 12. Bishop had 9. Sandy had 5. And Rainey had 10. For KU, Arvizu had 18. Cook had 11. All of them were in the second half. Messias had 8. And Pablo knocked down a 3-pointer. It was clutch.
I mean,
KU ahead.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. And by the way, as we talk, the Klamath Union players emerging from the locker room, we should be able to talk with Darius Holmes here in just a bit about his performance tonight. But Darius, I mean, he had a great game as well.
Yeah, Darius had 19 points. I mean, the seniors stepped up tonight. Arvizu had 18, and Holmes had 19. Between the two of them, that's 37 to KU, 69 points. And they played really well. You know, again, the key, you know, KU had 9 turnovers in the first half, only 3 in the second. Whereas Cascade had 2 in the first and 4 in the second. And those 4 turnovers came in the fourth quarter. So KU played really, really good. They stepped it up when they needed to. They took a lead, you know, and didn't look back. You know, I was worried when Rainey knocked that shot down. I think he was the one that made the us 3-pointer. It
was Nolan.
Okay, Nolan nailed that 3-pointer. You know, his foot was about 2 inches over the line, and I'm sure he thought he was at 3-point land, but he wasn't. And you know, as I was walking up the steps, some of the fans from Cascade, you know, were mentioning that they thought they got cheated on that, but it's definitely.
I mean, they could watch the replay on mybasin.com. He was well over the line.
So that was, you know, I've been to a lot of basketball games in my life, and this was a great one to watch. So, you know, again, these guys played really, really super well. You know, they stepped up when they needed to. They took care of the ball down the stretch. You know, it's kind of funny. Cascade did something that I've seen a lot of high school teams do over the year. You know, they played really aggressively, and in the first half, and got a good-sized lead. I think they led by 15 at one point, and then the second half, you know, the coaches decided they were just going to work the ball around the perimeter, and that gave KU a chance to come back in. They had some key turnovers. We knocked down some good 3-pointers. And, you know, that's something I've seen over and over and over the years. You know, a team plays not to win. They try not to lose. And so they wind up giving the ball away and giving up big leads.
And you mentioned playing around the perimeter. Cascade, this is something I noticed from them. I mean, they were knockdown shooters the first half. And then suddenly it seems like they stopped trying to take threes. And that was what was working for them. And it ended up costing them. And finally, maybe a bit of poetic justice. The final 3 they get turned out to be a 2.
That's right. You know, same thing happened to KU. They had a shot that I'd actually written down the scorebook for 3. But yeah, you know, Nolan was, you know, a good 2 inches over the line. I mean, that was an easy call for the refs to make. It's very easy for us to see up here. We had a great look at it. It was a well-refereed game. You know, all 3 of these refs, I think, let the kids play. This game was not decided based on refereeing calls, so that's always a good thing too, especially at this level.
Klamath Union going to the state tournament. That means hopefully we get to go to the state tournament too. It's going to be a lot of fun there, but again, you get the next level of opponent, better teams. But Klamath Union showed tonight that they belong with the best of them, I think.
Oh, they do. You know, it's been interesting this season. You know, they've had some games where they played really well, and they've had other games where they didn't play well. Today, you know, the first half, they played okay, but nothing really outstanding. But they stepped it up in the second half, and they showed why they are ranked 8th in the state, or 7th in the state.
7th in the state, yeah.
In the state. So, you know, this is one of those games that, you know, if you're looking at it from a coach's standpoint, you said, okay, there's not too much you guys could have done differently. You know, Cascade, the first half was shooting lights out, made tons of threes, and, you know, basically didn't miss any shots at all.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, the second half it was a different story. So, you know, it's great. It's great to see a win like this.
And again, we're expecting Darius Holmes. I seen him head up the stairs just a minute ago, and here he comes. Darius Holmes is going to be our player of the game tonight, finishing with what? You said 19 points?
Yeah, he had 19. Arvizu had 18.
And an absolutely great game tonight. And Dick, I'm going to take your headphones and go ahead and get him over to Darius tonight. Make yourself comfortable. How are your ears? Are your ears sweaty at all? No, are they okay? All right, throw on your headphones. Congratulations tonight. Big win for you guys. Tell me about the emotions you're feeling right now.
Man, I don't even know. It's unreal. This school hasn't seen something like this in years, so I'm I'm soaking it all in, man. I'm so excited. I'm so happy we worked so hard for this.
So this game, you guys were down big. What, 13 I think was what it was at one point, and then you guys making that big push in the fourth quarter. Guys off the bench, Pablo, Jackson, talk about their impact on the team tonight.
They're perfect for us. They come in with such a high level of confidence that they're such a big help, and they hit some good shots that really helped us get back into this game. So.
Your own performance tonight, 19 points. You heated up the team. You put the team on your back in the first half. Talk about your own performance tonight. What did you see out there? What were they giving you?
They're leaving me open at the three. So I was shooting it. I didn't try to score. I just waited for it to come to me, and then I just did what I had to do. I trusted my teammates, and when they were leaving me open, I went for it.
You guys going to the state tournament. The first time the program has seen it since 1984. What does that mean for you guys?
Like I said, it's unbelievable. We haven't seen this in so long. I don't think anybody on this team even remembers any players from the last time that happened. So we're excited to build it back up again.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you out at the state tournament. Good luck, March 12th, and you're playing Philomath or Phoenix. So we'll have a great time out there. Thank you for coming up and go enjoy this win.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Darius Holmes on the post-game show, our player of the game this evening, finishing with 19 points in his last game at Pell Court. An absolutely phenomenal night for him. And once again, final tonight, 69-68. And you can go ahead and wipe those headphones off. He said his ears weren't too sweaty, Dick, but you never know. He could just have been lying to us.
No, I put on worse headphones, I can tell you that.
Okay.
But it is pretty disgusting.
Well, again, 69-68. Cascade eliminated. A great season for them. They finish 18-7 overall on the season now, and Klamath Union has booked their ticket to the state tournament at Forest Grove. The other games that have been happening, we'll try to give you score updates as we can as we take a look at the bracket. Oh, we do have one more final. So Marist Catholic, Henley, Staten, and Woodburn, and now Klamath Union have booked their ticket to Forest Grove High School. We're still awaiting scores on Seaside and Gladstone, and Hidden Valley and North Marion also playing in the bracket still. And we're likely to pair up with either Phoenix or Philomath. But Philomath, excuse me. And as we got a score update right now, Phoenix boys lost 48-45, so we're matching up with Philomath, the second best team in the state. And we just matched up with the 10th best team in the state, arguably better. I think Cascade's a great team, but we proved that we can hang with the best of anyone.
That's true. When the KU kids play the way they played tonight, I don't care who they're playing, they're going to be in the game. They played with a lot of heart. The crowd got into it towards the end. Actually, the crowd was in it the whole game, but they really got in it towards the end. There were some key turnovers that KU caused that gave them a chance to get to where they needed to be, which was ahead. I think they went up. They were only with 2 minutes left. They were up by 2, or I can't remember for sure. But they played really really well down the stretch. It shows this team has a lot of heart. They could have given up at any time. They were at one point there. I think they were down by 15.
Yeah.
I've
got 13, but 13 if you got 15, then that's
still, that's a pretty unsurmountable. Well, it's not an unsurmountable league, but it's something that it's easy to get disheartened. It's easy to just kind of say, "Oh, crud, we're out of this thing." These kids came back and they fought. They were scrappy. Cook stepped up. He had 11 points. He had 7 of them in the fourth quarter, and he just decided he was going to take the game on his shoulders, and he kind of did that. Pablo knocked down that 3-pointer that put him in the lead. And that was a key bucket. But, I think Jared Cook really deserves some commendation for the way he played.
Jacob Cook.
I'm Jacob, sorry, not Jared.
That's all right.
Mr. Cook, number 5. He's played well all year. And, they had Nolan guarding him. I'm sorry, they had Rainey guarding him. And Cook was probably, I bet he was giving up 30 pounds.
Yeah.
They're I think they're the same height. But Rainey was pushing him all over the key the first half. Actually, the first halfway through the third quarter, and then Cook just decided he'd had enough of it. He got to play against the 6'8" kid, the 6'8" sophomore, and I think he boosted his confidence by being able to score on him. And then when Rainey came back in, Jared kept playing the same way, and I think he was a huge key in this game down the stretch.
Well, Klamath Union, we led for 55 seconds tonight, but it ended up being the most important 55 seconds of the year. And again, led by our 2 seniors tonight who've played their last game at Pell Court, Darius with 19, Xavier with 18 and helped, of course, by the other guys on the Pels. If you want to run down their scoring list one more time so I can get it one more time for you.
Arvizu, who had 18, Cook had 11, Messias had 8, Short had 9, Murhoff had 2, and Holmes had 19. You know, Franklin didn't score tonight, but he spent a lot of time on the bench too. So, and you know, this is probably one of the most fun basketball games I've been to.
And Klamath Union with the win tonight, going to the quarterfinals at Forest Grove High School. We'll match up with Philomath. And, of course, you can stay posted on mybasin.com. We'll have the brackets updated for you as we're going to the state tournament, Dick. I hope we get to make the trip and watch this team and see where they end up finishing.
That'd be kind of fun. I've never actually gone up and watched a state tournament, so that'd be good. We'll see if Rob Sims and Scott Allen let me actually sneak away.
Well, if you guys are listening, let Dick go, please. I just want
to. No, let's not say don't say don't let Dick go, right? Because there are other meanings to let Dick go. And that's not one. I'm not quite ready to retire yet.
True that.
Let me go to the tournament.
There we go. Just two days off. That's all we need. All right. Well, again, the final tonight, 69-68. Klamath Union is going to Forest Grove High School. That about does it for us this evening. You've been listening to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 4A Boys Basketball State Playoffs presented by Klamath Falls Subaru. Klamath Falls Subaru proudly serves Klamath Falls, Lakeview, and Keno. Whether you're planning to purchase your very first vehicle or bring in one of your older cars for repairs, their friendly professionals are glad to assist you along the way. Visit them online at subaruofklamathfalls.com. Of course, you can watch an archived replay of this event and many others by going to mybasin.com and clicking on Watch. Mybasin.com is your home for all happenings in the Basin. News, special events, and of course sports. Klamath Union basketball and a whole lot more can be found on mybasin.com. Once again, the final tonight, Klamath Union 69, Cascade 68. Thanks to Klamath Union Athletic Director Scott Mason and head coach Ed Case and all of his assistants, and to you, the viewer, for listening to this point in the season as we go to the state tournament. For Dick North, I'm Josh Eldridge. Good night from Pelican Court in Klamath Falls.